I remember I was just standing on the other side of the circle. Matthew's already backed up with part of his glove off. I'm like, nobody's going to have a better seat than this.
You're like holding my hand at the start of it. You're like f***ing right there.
I just kept saying, yeah, get him, yeah. When the fight ended, I felt like I could fight Conor McGregor in his prime. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Wingmen.
And here at Wingmen, we are your hosts. I am Matthew Tkachuk, two-time Stanley Cup champion, the older, little bit smaller, better looking brother to this mutant.
And I'm that mutant, Brady Tkachuk. Veterans Day was a couple days ago, so we want to take this time to thank all the veterans out there that have served our country, sacrificed so much just to keep us safe.
Especially our grandpa who was a Marine. Thank you to him and all the rest of the veterans.
Couldn't agree more. Big thanks to you guys. Thanks to the vets out there. Now let's get into it.
So this episode's obviously dropping on a Thursday, episode 1, the famous episode 1. But new episodes during the NHL season will drop on Wednesdays. Subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. And always, and I mean always, follow us on social media at Wingmen Pod. Brady, what we got coming this week, brother?
We're talking Four Nations. We're going to talk about both our injury statuses. I think most importantly, we're going to be talking about the Wingmen of the week. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
All right, bro. Everyone's been wondering, why now? Whose idea? How this came about? They're great questions that got this all started.
Well, I think it happened around the spring, right before playoffs. I remember we're the two luckiest guys in the world right now, I feel, because we get to play the best sport in the world. And now we get to kind of talk about it too. I mean, and we get paid for it. I mean, you can't get much better than that. But no, it really, all things aside, I get to talk with my best friend about hockey, life, family, other sports, kind of just whatever we want to talk about, with guests, without guests, just me and you. I was actually watching some of I was watching the Kelsey brothers the other day, and they were talking about how some of their best memories are just on the pod now, just catching up and an excuse to talk to each other weekly. So this is unreal. We FaceTime all the time. We're basically just FaceTiming now, except we got a little podcast going. So it's really exciting. I don't know exactly who decided between me and you. I actually can't remember. Do you remember who decided on to do this or not?
I mean, I definitely, being the younger brother, I like to hear your opinion on things. So when you're fired up, I was like, all right, I'll do it too. No, but I think it's just, like you said, it's just FaceTime for everybody to hear. Just not just hockey, talk about life, talk about our families, and just this is great.
I think the biggest decision on why we ended up pulling through with this, because I know we waited a while to start. I mean, we could tell the story on here. It's our fucking podcast. We could say whatever we want here. So we were offered an original, in the spring, right before playoffs, we were offered to have our podcast. We had a few kind of interviews, or how would you explain that, Brady? Interviews with different companies, or
it was more like a Pam situation from Step Brothers.
We're going to interview you. We were awful. Me and you were awful, but we were in the season. We were playing. Playoffs were coming. I don't want to say we were distracted, but the people we talked to, they were unreal. One of them was Barstool. We talked to them. They were unreal about everything. Just super. Everybody we talked to was so good. And we started playing playoffs, and then just all these ones that we were going to do fell through. And that's when we met the beauties over here at Wave. And it's been just really exciting putting together the team since then and coming up with the plan for us. I'm just so excited that now it's actually happening. And I think we have been put in a very lucky position because we didn't necessarily ask for this. We were presented with this, and I feel like we owe the game of hockey. Hockey's done I'm probably getting in trouble for this, but not as great of a job as some of the other sports with some of the marketing stuff and some of I just seem like the players are going like this and everything, salaries, I mean, all the above. And I feel like we're given a gift here, a easiest thing in the world. We just get to talk to each other about hockey and whatever else. And I feel like we owe it to the game of hockey to the fans, to our team's fans, the fans around the league,
the fans that hate us.
Hey, if they hate us and they're listening, I mean, maybe hate us more. I don't know what to tell you, but I think it's really good for us to take advantage of this opportunity. And I guarantee you, if others were offered, they'd be doing the exact same thing. So I'm really excited for this. It's a great time to be a hockey fan. It's a great time to be a hockey player, and hopefully you learn a few things. So somebody learns a thing or two from us, and we just have so much fun with this. But I'm so happy that it's actually happening. So it's gonna be great, buddy.
Let's get the show going here. Here we go.
Let's get this show going. All right. Well, so what was our first conversation though while we were in season? Like, what was the first conversation that kicked us off? You were more hesitant than I was because you're captain in Canada and you think you're gonna get in trouble more than me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna be honest. It comes from you have the 2 Stanley Cup back to back to kind of go in your back pocket, and I know like for me, it's my first time in playoffs where I was like, all right, like can I really go into a game, the guys could be chirping, just be like, hey, if you had this opportunity, like you said, like this is what it's all like. If you have the opportunity to do this, everybody's going to pounce on it.
I just think too, Brady, I think like every other sport has a current player doing it. So like hockey, eventually, if it wasn't us, somebody was going to do it. And if people, I mean, we're not getting into that stuff, but people would have never turned down this opportunity that we've been given. And it's very exciting. Very, very exciting.
You know what's nice to be? The Players Pod.
It's a Players Pod. We don't shit on anybody. We have fun. We tell good stories. We actually promote players. We promote other talent around the league. We tell good stories. I mean, we all have connections with pretty much everybody in the league, it seems like. So yeah, we'll tell some good shit. So let's start off. Wingmen. I think it's a sick name.
It's the best.
And I didn't even come up with it either. Like
no, it's the team. It's not just us. It's about the team.
All right, Brady,
the team
real quick too. Talk about the team. Say your thanks.
The team.
I know we've had some Wi-Fi issues today.
It's not even a thanks. It's one of these round of applause. Round of applause. Just we're very blessed to be in this position. Just want to thank everybody behind the scenes that have made this possible. And this is something that could say as it was ever in my thought process of happening, but now that it is, this is pretty awesome. You guys have made this so easy and amazing. So I'm really excited to share this opportunity and share this experience with you guys. So thank you. And thank you for coming up with the beautiful name of Wingmen. Nothing better than that.
Can you believe there's like a bunch of people that are like on our team and listening to us two idiots talk and like are helping? I don't know. I feel bad, but I love it.
Can you imagine the head shakes when my Wi-Fi is not working?
Can you imagine the head shakes right now as we're on episode 1? They're like, what do we do? I love it. This is what it's about, though. This is what it's about. So Wingmen, I love it. I know we are struggling with names. We're actually going to go over that right now, some of these names. And for the people listening, I know it's episode 1.
We wrote them down.
I know it's episode 1, so we're probably going to have negative listeners. Hopefully not. Hopefully that grows. We need it to grow.
Yeah.
But these are some of the names. These are some of the names that came out of the gates. Fucking terrible. Some of them. There was some I didn't mind, but there was some disasters. So I have this list. I can't remember them all because they're so bad.
You go first, so I'll give you let's give like a less than 10 words, like what our initial thoughts were.
Okay. All right. I like that. Puck Dynasty.
Beards shooting ducks. That show.
I just felt like
good show.
I felt like it's kind of scummy. I didn't like it.
I was just like, all right. I was just like, we're building. All right, we're building for that.
Big hockey guys.
I mean, we love the game, but
we like
just it's just like on to the next. What the Tkachuk.
I think that's the exact reaction I gave to it.
It's like when you say about somebody, oh, he means well. Like that's the worst thing you could say about that. Hey, how's he as a guy? Means well.
Best guy in the world.
That's how I feel about big hockey guys.
All right, you go next.
What's that? The next one is what the Tkachuk.
We get it. Like I get it. I get the humor in it. I mean, I think another one that was thrown around, not good, just not good. Not good.
Just not for the kids, you know, it's all about the next generation growing it. Like, you don't want the kids to be like, hey, mom, dad, put on what the Tkachuk, you know?
So I'm very happy you mentioned that. This is a very kid-friendly podcast. It is. We are. It's all about the next generation. It's all about growing the game. That's what this is about, growing the game. But like, we're not changing ourselves either. Just, because we have little Johnny watching and, Fargo, North Dakota, 7-year-old Johnny. Like, hey, like
get shooting pucks, Johnny.
Get shooting pucks, Johnny. Get it going. But like, we're not like, saying crud or, you know what I mean? Like, we're being ourselves here. Like, little Johnny, you got to sign off maybe with your mom first to see if you can listen. But we'll call ourselves PG-13. Is that okay? Is that accurate?
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll hover.
All right, let's keep going on this. Blood on the Ice with the Tkachuk brothers.
I feel like I'm wearing like a 80s rock, like Blood on the Ice. Like,
it does sound like a band, Blood on the Ice.
Yeah.
I just
that's not about us. Like, we're just like that happens, but it just doesn't happen too often.
No, it doesn't. And I look at that one as bad karma. First game I'm back after, like, I got a little, a nosebleed or something.
Yeah.
There's something that's
stick to the face. That's going to help my looks.
Yeah. Anything can help that.
That's so true about the karma aspect.
That's the immediate reaction. Do you know what I thought about too? And it's not even on the list, but I think we talked about it, was stuck with the Tkachuks. I know we did something with Sportsnet during COVID, but there's probably some maybe a legal thing in there we couldn't do, but not terrible. Yeah. Not terrible.
It was a nice segment for that part of our life.
It was a great segment.
Like, it's that kind of signifies, like, that time.
Do you know
COVID,
what, Brady?
You just be at the same house playing COD every single day. Like, that's that segment. Now we're on to the next segment of life.
Might have been what might have tipped off Wave to want to do this with us. They probably saw a few episodes of that shit.
Oh yeah,
they definitely did.
There is some athleticism there.
Oh yeah, they saw that we played and we had a couple viewers on some summer activities during COVID. Maybe that's what started this. All right, Nuck if you Tkachuk. I hate that one.
That's like a tongue twister,
and I feel bad. There's somebody on our team listening to this right now, and I really apologize because I'm not saying this to your face, but I'll tell you after. I didn't like it. I actually do it. This is the first time seeing it. I don't even remember it on our call.
I don't remember, but not good. But that same person could have came up with Wingmen. So back to you.
True.
Back to you.
So true.
Ball's back in your court. So just round of applause. Tip one back for yourself.
Yeah, tip one back. I'm happy. I'm so happy with Wingmen. I think it's sick name. Merch is, I don't know if we could say it. Merch is en route or potentially en route soon. The logo's so sick.
So everything sick about it's sick.
Yeah.
Like, just they did an unbelievable job.
Yeah, they did. I mean, our whole team, digital team, everybody, unreal. And that's who we give credit to for the name. And all we had to do was be like, we love the name. So with this podcast, Brady, this is the Wingmen podcast. It's me and you, buddy. Eventually we will get to a point where we don't want to just talk to each other. Love you. But there's going to be a point. And there's going to be a point when we're going to need an eye in the sky. First of all, eye in the sky. Quater, hop on, buddy.
Give a shout out to all the listeners.
Quater, introduce yourself to everybody. Just lay it out there. Your role, what you're doing for us. Just lay it out there, buddy, because we wouldn't be here and wouldn't be able to do this without you.
Yeah, no, I'm Mike McQuaid. I'm the producer here, just helping these guys come up with topics and give the people what they want and give them more behind the scenes look. Couldn't be more excited to be in this position because you two are just absolute goofballs now behind the scenes. It's awesome. And yeah, this is going to be episode 1 and hopefully more to come. But yeah, you'll see me popping in and out of the podcast a little bit, but let's get back to the real action.
Hey, hold on. Just now we got to do what Sunday Night Football they do. Name, college, just say whatever you want. You have to just Mike McQuaid, Arizona State.
You.
Mike McQuaid, Arizona State.
Wow. Special. That's all time. That's like a cornerback in Sunday Night Football.
Brady, let's do ours real quick before we move on here.
Brady Tkachuk, the University of Boston. That's just not even it. I was trying to be special. I tried being special. Tried reinventing the wheel.
Just say your hometown or something. This could be like the first opening video.
Brady Tkachuk, St. Louis, Missouri. That's all
I
time.
thought you were going Ralph Cox, UNH. I swear to God.
I'm from where it's not going to get me yet.
I'm Matthew Tkachuk, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie to you. Those 2 seconds before, I'm like, what is on the ground right now?
I'm like texting.
Am I missing something?
I'm texting Mikey under the table. I'm just like, great segment.
Great idea.
Here we go. Okay, so obviously we're not going to be able to do this just you and me all day, every day. I mean, we could. It would be fun. But eventually, however many episodes in, we are going to have some of our favorite guests, hopefully, in the world. So, Brady, do you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Your Mount Rushmore guest wish list, and we're going to have to do something special each time one of these guests come on, if it ever happens, which we really hope it does. So please, I hope you're listening and we can make this happen. So Brady, list your top 4, your Mount Rushmore.
Top 4. I did a lot of thinking about this, and the first guy that popped in my head, because I just finished potentially a top 3 show of all time, Cillian Murphy, Thomas Shelby would be special.
Yeah, that doesn't get much better than that. I would go out of the gates, if we're going to stick with film, I want Will Ferrell. We grew up on Will Ferrell.
Yes.
We grew up.
That would be unbelievable. We have so many things that we could ask, talk to him about. Likes the Kings, likes hockey. That'd be a pretty unique thing.
All right, who's your second?
Since we're going with hockey, it'd be pretty cool to have Wayne Gretzky on here.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
The greatest of all time.
I think with us too, like what people are going to realize with this podcast, like we're not insiders. We don't like interview like current, like we're 2 players having fun and trying to give insight, but we're not like here to interview like one of our teammates or whatever. If they come on and we shoot the shit, but we're not here to do that. Like that's why I think having a guy like Wayne, or like number 2 on my list, Bobby Orr, like the old school legends have the best stories, and they're 2, not to watch your toes for us, but they've been family friends for us for so long. So that would be, you got to have one hockey guy in your Mount Rushmore. So we got Wayne, 100%. I got Bobby Orr. Moving on, Brady. Who do you got next?
I'm going on to a Boston Bruin connection from the Happy Gilmore series. Ooh. Adam Sandler would be awesome.
Yeah. Do you know what?
You know how he like just always wears the college, like the Northeast college, shirts and all the movies? Like that'd be cool just to ask him why.
We might have a lot in common there, potentially, like with just some of the connections from Boston. I'm throwing out one. Is it Boston or is it Tampa? What does he consider himself right now? I mean, you might have to go with the last mug you won. I want Gronk. I need Gronk on. He's my number 1 favorite athlete in the world. So I would love to shoot the shit with him. He's like an icon to me. So because I remember my draft year. I think how this all started. My draft year. I just get drafted.
You're compared to him.
I just got drafted. They said my player comparable was Gronk. I'm like, people are like, oh my God, he doesn't even play hockey. Like, I'm like, shut up. This is the best compliment I've ever got in my life. Like, don't ruin it for me.
And then he tweeted about it.
So I would love to have him. All right. We have one more spot on each of our Mount Rushmores.
He's on his retirement farewell tour right now. I grew up watching WWE. Just how sick he was. He almost like the Attitude Era, like was all him. John Cena, you can't see me. That would be super cool. Like that would be that Mount Rushmore moment would be all time. Another Northeast guy.
Brady, not only would that be like iconic, like that might be our retirement from the pod. Like if we get him, like how much better does it get? Like it doesn't get better. I remember going to WWE thing with you when we were younger. You liked it way more than me. I actually thought I thought it was nuts. The fan base is as crazy of a fan base in a good way I'll ever see. I think I'm scarred for life from seeing them at Enterprise Center in St. Louis. That was like grown men's signs. Like they're into it. Okay. I'm going off the board here. And you're not going to like it. I know you're not going to like it, but Emma's going to like it. So I'm not a big show guy around the house. I just love watching hockey or I love watching sports. But the one show that's on TV once a week, mid-season, is The Bachelor. Per Elliot, of course.
Wow.
So I would love to interview either the next Bachelor or Bachelorette, whatever the season is, and just I don't know if I would love to hear what they're thinking, but I would love to give date ideas. I think that would be really cool.
You know what? That caught me by surprise.
No, I know it.
And but that's something that's what this pod's all about. We're here to talk about life. No, we have some Wingmen, great date ideas.
That's why I did it, Brady. See, now you're connected. Now the Wi-Fi works.
We're connecting all the dots that this isn't just, we like to accomplish a lot of things. If we can help out the next person, that's what we do on this pod.
Like Brady, realistically, hockey, golf, girls, we're great wingmen. So I mean, this could help. The next bachelor, if he wants to come on here and get some advice, we got him.
All right, I think this is the one that people most want to hear about. Amazon Face-Off series and what it was like to have somebody following us around in our lives, following us around in Florida, but most importantly, following us around at Four Nations. So take them in the inside, deep look into what they covered, what they saw, and just, how it was. That's the most important thing that people want to hear about is the footage that they captured that maybe we know that we had, but they didn't put out, and little things like that that they got to see.
I don't. Thank God they didn't put out everything. I think, thank God. But
thank God it's only 45-minute episodes.
How it all started though was, so this is 2025. So 2023-24 season at the media tour, which one player from every team goes to in Las Vegas. At that time, Amazon is there interviewing players, almost like a tryout, I guess. And they're just trying to get to know personalities. They're trying to get to know what makes you tick and everything. And this is just what I've been hearing because I'm not at the media tour this year. So I guess they get a pool of 10 or 12 guys that they kind of liked over there. And then just happened to reach out to me closer to maybe Christmas that year. Hey, what would be your opinion on being on a show pretty much 24/7? And I think I said yes instantaneously because growing up, my number one favorite show was HBO Road to the Winter Classic. That's almost where I learned to love the game. I seriously the stuff away from the ice, seeing a Marc-Andre Fleury prank or one of the stalls.
Phillies.
Remember one of the stalls had to run up to lost the shootout and then had to run up. We did that in our practices the next day once we saw it. So it was
wasn't that Mac Miller song Philly? Yeah, every team's youth hockey win song. Knock knock. That was the best.
Oh, it was the most played youth hockey song that year, guaranteed. I think Mac Miller knock knock. Yeah, sick.
Yeah, the best.
So when I got the call, I was like, absolutely, let's go. And I think I was kind of one of the last guys that they started to work with earlier that first season. But I was talking with, I forget who I was talking to. Somebody that went before. I was like, how is it? Did you like it? What am I going to expect? And it really, you don't even know that they're there. You don't even notice it at all. Maybe the teammates might be annoyed by it a little bit if they're around the locker room or getting their stretch routine. I'm I don't give a fuck. There's cameras in there in playoffs all the time. They're fine. So I started with them and they followed me to the beach. They really just want to see my daily routine. So they followed me to the beach that first year. They followed me for a bunch of games in the regular season, but most of the stuff you didn't really see. I remember once I went go-karting and nobody saw it. The hell? It was a waste of a few
no idea.
But that's what I'm talking about. They would just follow you nonstop for however long they were in town. And then after talking with them, I felt like they did a great job because every single person that plays another sport, if they play football, if they play basketball or whatever, they talk about hockey playoffs. So I'm really glad that they showed majority of the show. Season 1 was about playoffs. Great ending, by the way. But I thought that was genius. I thought that was genius of them. So, and I think with seeing you come to my games, what was it, 4 and 7 the first year?
4 was the worst experience of my life, but yes, it was 4, 5, 7.
Why was that the worst experience of your life?
We're in Edmonton and, I'm coming with a very, coming from, I think I was in St. Louis, so it wasn't easy travel. So go up there, take a 5-hour flight, 3-hour drive. And
good brother.
yeah, whatever, pat on my back, and get there, and I just get completely abused all game. It was either three things.
Was it because there was the Amazon camera in front of you?
No, it was just like
ears?
people. No, yeah, no, it was my face to radio. No, just to get there, it was three things. It was, hey, could we get a picture? Then after the picture, it was either go Oilers. We hate your brother.
Like, I don't mind the hate your brother.
It's the worst.
It's the worst is when they're like, go, fucking dumb.
Yeah, it was like, go Oilers, we hate your brother, and like, you guys stink, or like chirping our family. And I'm just like, then don't ask for the picture. Like, don't just take a picture, then immediately chirp us. Or just, it was all night too. And it was like 5-0. People are doing it mid shift. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going. We went back to the Marriott bar and grabbed our bags and we left. So
Dad told me, do you know what? I forgot about this story. I'm so happy I'm saving it till now. Because I don't think I've told you this one. But Dad told me that somebody said the funniest thing he's ever heard at that game. I guess we were on the power play early, losing, and the fan must have been like 2 or 3 rows behind you. We're like, great power play, Florida. Looks like fucking Ottawa's or something. I'm like, that's unreal. I thought that was, we just got pounded 9-1, and I laughed my ass off after the game of that story. Like, that's what you need in playoffs.
That's nice to hear. Thank God I was kind of in the zone, because I never heard that.
Yeah.
I probably would have just did one of these, look back, like, come on, man, give me a chance.
I thought it was so funny. But no, back to the Amazon. Obviously, the farther you go, the more they're with you, and they're kind of spotty with how it was. Like in playoffs, like they're maybe there for a game, and they're so smart. Like they've got so many great like cameramen and crew that like really divvy it up nicely. And like if they're there, like they're on it for maybe one game, and then you won't see them for a few. So like this year, for example, they came for like my first game back, and then just spotty until. But once it gets to the conference finals, like they're with you, like on the plane. I think there's some rule like where they can't show card games being on the plane, like maybe like for the airline, like they get the airline in trouble. Like, is there a sports team that doesn't play cards on the plane?
No, I think every single team plays some sort of game.
I remember the first year we were up 2-0 Carolina. Oh no, that's not the year. We were up 1-1 from New York coming back, and like we're having fun on the plane. Because I remember I tried to get them to like film it, because like guys were getting crushed, and it was just such a hilarious flight, and they wouldn't do it. I'm like, oh my God, this would be like the greatest thing that's ever been seen. But yeah.
That's what people want to see is guys just in the hole.
But
guys actually pocket rockets
and just give them one of these and lose. You never, sometimes you don't win on those.
Yeah, no, it's the best when you have pocket rockets, and then you just absolutely hammering it down, and somebody has like trip eights, and it's just an absolute demoralizing feeling.
They have caners in their pocket, and they just hit an 8 on the board. It's the worst. But I like the experience. It wasn't bad. I probably wouldn't have liked it as much if we didn't win. Like when you win and everything's magnified and great. But I was super, super, super excited when they told me last year that they were doing you instead of me, because I knew you guys were going to be on the up. I knew you guys were going to have a very good chance to make playoffs. And then Four Nations with just everything. And we'll get into that in a second. Like, I was just so happy for you, because I think with that documentary and just like everything going on in your life, like you made Ottawa like a really fun team to watch, and you became a household name everywhere. So I thought that was great for you. And then what was it, like January came around, like right before Four Nations, are like, your brother's struggling a little bit. We're going to need you to come.
Yeah. Those words definitely came out like that. I was like,
Brady, he's a great kid, but
that's just
coming
bullshit.
That's what happens. I swear.
There's no chance I was struggling.
Brady,
I was lights out.
I swear that happened.
I was lights out.
They said something like,
"Don't give yourself a pat on the back." Like, hey, we need the big dog back. I took care of business. Why do you think first episode?
Brady,
why?
Wait, I need some more context here. So, Matthew, you saying that like the film people are like, hey, you need to be with your brother because he can't talk in front of the camera. Like, give me some context here of what you're talking about.
Maybe I'm over exaggerating a tiny bit to how it was brought up, but Brady.
Don't tell me you're not over exaggerating right now, because you are.
Brady, they had the list of guys before Christmas. They're shooting, everything's going good, or right around whatever. And probably a few weeks before Four Nations, they're like, Brady's like, he's been good, but like, come and help us.
Man,
it wasn't like that word
man.
Exactly, but it was something along the lines. I think here's my theory to make you feel better.
I was singled out of the 12 guys.
Yeah. But I think our team was like firing like from all angles.
Well, you guys aren't represented. You're the back. You're just
they didn't have a representative from the former champs, and we had a good team, and they thought we were going to do it again, which we did. So that they probably wanted somebody on the team, and they picked.
Yeah, they're saying
not
that
because you fucking couldn't put together a marble sentence.
They're saying that of just Four Nations or whatever, but whatever. They didn't get good footage.
They definitely jumped the gun. They said you're terrible until that, basically. So all right, let's get into it. I mean, a lot of people are on this. First of all, a big reason why we're doing this is kind of like a lead up into the Olympics, which is like going to be one of the highlights, hopefully, in our lives. And it's just like an incredible opportunity to be able to represent your country. I mean, Olympics is on a whole other just planet from probably anything we've ever been a part of. I mean, it's the only thing you can maybe compare is Stanley Cup Finals and then this Four Nations. So the Amazon series basically was surrounded, your episode was around Four Nations. What was it like? How much were they around? Just like, I'm sure they caught some stuff that wasn't on there. So just talk about your experience with them. Talk about just Four Nations in general. I mean, people want to hear like what you were doing, what we were up to. Like, I mean, some of those practices, that was by far, that first practice was the hardest practice, not drills wise, but just being around with all those guys. It was the best hockey I've ever seen. Like that first practice, I remember getting ready in that morning. We're talking after Super Bowl party. Everybody's feeling the same way, like a little sluggish. And I'm just like looking around this room and I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me with this. Like this is going to be, you knew it was going to be an insane practice before even going out there, which is a crazy feeling.
Guys were so dialed in. Like there was, when that usually happens, guys put their hood ups and, like a little sluggish the next day. There are no hoods up. Guys are ready to work. I was like, all right, I'm bringing my A-game. It's no hoods up there. We play here. Hoods up. Like, I'm a little hung today, a little stung.
Brady, the best part of that whole practice is I get out there. I'm doing like the hot laps. And I look over to the left. It's Brady warming up all three goalies by himself. Like nobody was coming to help him. He's going to like dot to dot shooting, going to the other dot. I look at him. He is just leaking, and practice hasn't even started yet.
I've never been more tired going into like the biggest practice of my life where I needed to be lights out. And I was already bagged.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. That was another thing. So fun. And we had like one more practice and then we're right into it. Like it wasn't that much time where we were right into playing Finland.
That's the way Olympics is going to be the same thing. Like we fly over, have maybe 2 or 3 practices and like you're right in it. So like, at least we had that experience with some of the practices leading into it to know like what they're going to be. I mean, it's same coaching staff and everything. So it's going to be, that part's going to be great. One of my favorite parts before that whole, before the tournament were the night before the first game, or maybe it was the 2 nights before, where I think it was 2 nights before, where we had the full team dinner where they brought in all the special guests to talk. And whether it was like Guy Goudreau, Mike Modano, Rizzo, like everybody that was there, like Rob McClanahan was there. Like we had just the most incredible dinner, another team bonding night, but with some of the special guests, it was, emotional with some of them, just the stories, the incredible stories. And then after dinner, I remember Rizzo was like, I'm not going anywhere. So like a bunch of us stayed back and just continued listening to his stories like all night. Talk about a guy, that Brady, Mount Rushmore. How do we not say Rizzo? How do we not say Michael Ruzziali?
Like to get the inside scoops of what changed USA hockey forever, 1980 Olympics. He's on that list.
Brady, like
he deserves to be on those. He changed USA hockey for the next generation, and then the '96 World Cup team changed it for our generation. Like there's just significant moments, but that is the mecca of significant moments
by
that
far,
have changed hockey in USA.
By far the coolest guy you could ever talk to. So let's get into like game one here. So we're getting ready for game one. I tell you what these games feel like. We're playing in Montreal. I mean, the booze, the warm-ups, flying out there. Was it me first or you
nothing
first?
Better. No, nothing better. It was I was in the 3-hole. You're in the 4-hole, and I don't think we've skated harder onto the ice
in my life
with no bucket in the Bell Center.
Maybe that's how I fucking hurt my groin.
Unbelievable.
First no bucket warm up.
Yeah,
flying.
just at the running start. Like there's nothing better than the running start, especially like because you never experience it like when Montreal's home side where it's like the double doors at the red line. Like that was really cool.
Our asses either fucking enormous. They weren't getting caught on the boards. Like we had some runway.
And I think I started running from the hall and I was like, all right, giddy up. Cause Millsy and Larks were already gone. I'm like, I thought I was right on their toes, right on their heels. But, no, then that, and just remember just leading up to that tournament, it was me, Millsy and Boldy to start it out. I think for 3 days straight, we were arguing who's going to be F1 our first shift.
Like three of some of the most skilled guys in the league. I love that though. That's what makes that's what makes a team like tick. I mean, it doesn't matter what position you're in, like what you're giving up. Like everyone has something that they're great at, and I mean that's what impressed me so much at that tournament was like guys are willing to do whatever. Like you literally are some of the most skilled guys in the league talking about who's going to get the first hit. Like it's fucking insane.
But it's like I love the argument because they're three big guys, like you said. For like I remember Millsy had like 4 steps on me, but I was telling him for 3 days straight that I'm going to be F1, and I'm no matter what. I went so far out of position just to get a lick on the guy with Millsy.
There's got to be.
Oh, 100%. Just way out of position. And then that game was so special.
Yeah, we're down 1-0.
It was just fun.
We're down 1-0, and you fucking get us on the board. Like so sick. You must have felt like
great,
insane.
Oh, great play by Bolds. Just the point legs. There's nothing better than point legs. When you get it in the first period.
You're an idiot.
No, but it actually was like just so. It was so cool. Just those moments, just to playing against Finland, playing against like some of the best players, like just the way we bounce back and you get a couple of cooks, Meeksy tipped, help the kid out. And then you get the rollie. What's better than getting the rollie at the end? Sour.
You're a fucking clown. That's what you are. No, I remember mom. I remember
when
mom
your second goal went in, I was like, no.
I remember mom and dad were like mad at me after the game. They're like, "How would you do that? Like, you had your fun like last year. Like, let Brady win the player of the game. Like, fine." I'm like, "What the fuck do you want me to do? I'm out there in the power play. It's laying right there. I'm putting it in." They were mom was actually mad at me.
Oh, she's like, "You should give him." I'm like, "Mom, I didn't win. He won. It's his watch. Like, I'm not this like guy who's like, oh, we're inviting you to play this like we're good."
So. Player of the game is, I think they gave away, it wasn't a Rolex, but it was like some like nice watch. And so Brady has 2 goals in the first game and I had 1 in the third. I'm out there for like kind of like a graveyard shift power player was, but like there's no power plays in that tournament. Like you get like 1 or 2 a game, maybe. So like we were getting our reps in for against Canada and stuff. And so they threw us out there. I got like just like such an easy gift goal, did nothing to earn it and scored it, and Brady's on the bench probably just like putting the hand out like when the guys are coming like
should have been out there. No, I was fired up because
they
dumped big 3 points for us.
Hey, they like dump it. Yeah, 3-2-1, right? Do you know what? We'll get into this on another one, but that's how the league should be. I swear. New rule, win regulation.
The Sens right now have a lot of OTs, so let's keep it 2-1.
Two's fine, but I mean, if you should get rewarded, and then in the playoffs, closer to like if you need a couple extra, you pull your goalie in regulation, might screw another team. I think that's my number 1 rule I would change. But
this is the players' pod. We go from 4 nations to a random hocky rule. I like it.
We're trying to get more opportunity for players. I think it'd be great. We're just trying to grow the game, leave it in a better place than what we came in. That's what it is. So, okay, so we win that game. Mom's pissed at me for stealing your watch. We're on just like our whole team's on cloud 9. Like we just won the first game. We're feeling great. We're having the time of our lives, and we have a day off the next day where we this is kind of where Amazon came back. Of course, there they are. After we played game one, fucking, you had about 1 million hits. You scored a couple goals. Obviously, they're now in your back pocket, glued to you. So they followed us to lunch. They're like getting us going. They're saying everybody, the fans in Canada where we were having lunch or getting us going. I mean, it was just the most insane electric city. I just think everything went into that game was still, I mean, I've been lucky to play in some incredible games. It's still the most insane atmosphere I've ever played in my entire life. So like, what were you feeling? Like, remember driving the game?
It was nuts. It was like, you know what? I'm going to start off like that morning didn't really feel like anything special. Like it felt like, all right, this is going to be a big one. Like that's like, the big games, like just like, okay, like this is where you show up in these big moments. I had an unbelievable nap. I remember I was down for 2, just not a worry in the world. Saw Ryder before I left, gave him a little kiss, be like, hey, gotta go put on a show. No, I didn't say that to him, but I just saw him. Good tradition we got with him. And then I remember we got on the bus and just how like much of a buzz that place already had with all their Canada jerseys, flags. I was like, all right, like it's go time. Like, here we go. Like, this is what it's all about. And they just had one thing on our mind, and that's just winning that game in the Bell Center. The place was rocking. So cool to have George St. Pierre. I didn't even know he was out there. GSP, when he announced Canada onto the ice, I had to watch a clip after. I'm like, he was on the ice at some point. Like, had no totally in the zone. Had no idea anybody else is out there.
You're staring at the middle circle, being like, I'm the fucking. My helmet's going to be off here in about 2 minutes. Of course you can't focus.
I'm about to just...
I'm shocked you didn't ask him to fight. Jesus. But no, that was
just, hey.
I remember that, like that lead up and we should have known it was coming because I mean, everyone wants to hear like what our mindset was going into that game. And like, it wasn't just to like, it wasn't single-handedly to like fight, like whatever. Like we were going there as an away team. And a bunch of us, whether there was fights or not, whether guys fought or not, like half the team, I mean, the whole team is like, how are we going to go into this away rink, the most hostile environment most of us have ever played in, and kind of like flip the script on like Canada? You give them credit. Like they've, up in that point and still after winning 4 nations, like they control hockey right now. Like they do, like they've deservedly won. And this was our one moment of like 10 years of built up like animosity with the countries. Like I remember youth hockey, we even hated playing against Canada. Like it's just natural. Like you just are born into it. Like there's no other choice. And then when finally that was announced, like that we were playing them on a Saturday night in Montreal, I was like, this game, months before it even happened, I'm like, this is going to be the most insane game ever, most insane start. It's going to be the most intense hockey ever. And then when when Sully came in and said Ike's his line and Charlie and Z or whatever, and it fucking was.
Honestly, that's where I got nervous, was when I saw our names circled on and I'd like told that we were going. The only reason why I was nervous is because I knew, like, how they do theirs and then we do ours. Doing theirs, I'm like, all right, well, I know who he's going to ask to fight. And I got so nervous. I'm like, this is where my brother came out. I'm like, please don't let my brother get his ass kicked on this stage. Like, please let him throw a couple.
Well, no, because that's what we were doing.
Do a good job.
Because that's what we were talking about at the start before we even got out there. Yeah. Like right when our names were announced, I look at you, I go, or no, I think it was even before, because we didn't know who was starting for them yet. That's what it was. Yeah. We just knew who was starting for us. I go, whoever the left winger, I'm asking him to fight. If they say no, I'm asking the left D or whatever it was, like something like that. Yeah. I'm like, there's just gonna be no choice. I mean, it could have been one of our favorite players growing up said, like, I mean, it just would have happened. Like I would have asked, probably would have said no, but yeah, it was just insane. And then you were like, all right, then I'll be next. And then that's literally like how it organically happened. And then, I mean, guys were just, nobody had any idea what was going on when we were just so fired up in the locker room. And that was our chance as a team to really flip the script. And I feel like not only like the guys who fought, like it was everybody. It was the most competitive, like exciting, team-oriented brand of hockey. And like, I felt so proud to like represent my country. I always feel proud, but like that game in particular, like I could not have been more proud to be on that team and in that setting. Like, it was just, I mean, it almost makes you emotional thinking about like playing for your country and being in that stage and doing it with you and doing it with that group. And just absolutely incredible. And just a game I will never forget for the rest of my life.
Oh, it was such like a resilient moment too. Like just going down 1-0, places buzzing, and just I love how we just with that like that group and our group like just stick with it. Like the belief is there every shift. Like there wasn't one negative guy either. Like it was like a full buy-in, full like sacrifice, and that's what made that so fun. Just how close, because everybody wanted that. Like that was their sole focus, was winning that tournament. And that's what I'm excited about for the Olympics, is that like, that's all people are, like our teammates, staff, coaches, all the like we're one goal and we're focused on one goal. And I'm so fired up just to see what that buy-in and sacrifice is going to look like, because it's going to be even more than it was in Four Nations. And I thought that was the most that I've seen.
No, I know we talked about it. On the other one that we did, but like just the feeling after that final loss, which we'll get into that too, because we have to talk about that as well. But like it just fuels you more. Like you have to lose before you win, I think, and that's the extra motivation, extra fuel that we need. But like it's just so crazy to me. Like you say, like the buy-in of players on that team, like people don't realize, I think, watching, because like you just see a group of 12 forwards, 60 or 13, 7, and 3, but like we have like 100-point guys that aren't even playing the power play. Like Millsy's a 100-point guy, and he was like playing PK and taking all the D zone draws, and like just so happy to do it, and so like such a team first like competitor. And I was like, holy shit! Like,
what about Dylan Larkin too? Incredible. Like he had a huge Four Nations. Like, what was he like in the locker room as well? Like that guy was unbelievable.
Quater, he was unreal. He started off as, I think, fourth line right or left wing, and just like one of the best players in hockey, and an incredible teammate, incredible leader. Just
great guy,
great guy.
Like,
and ended up being one of our
yeah.
best players. Like by the end of it, I felt so.
And it shows like, I feel like it shows like a special player when he can play with like legit anybody and still be at his best. Like that takes versatility, and he's one of the most versatile guys in the NHL.
He might have played
so fun to share with him.
I mean, he didn't play line 1 or 2 center because that was Austin Ikes, but like I think he played every other 10 forward positions at one point. Like he was just everywhere. Yeah. It was insane.
He took your spot
when I got hurt in the
went
finals.
Down. Yeah, and he played, like you said, he played everywhere.
He was great, fun player to watch. On one guy too, I learned a lot from watching him, how good he was in practice. I was like, damn, like this guy, like that's why, like, I mean, I don't wish all these teams in the league can play in playoffs, because I want to play in playoffs, and I'm selfish that way. But like, I feel like he's a guy, like if he's in playoffs, people just realize how good he is. I think, man, at that term, he definitely showed it. He was sick.
I think the final 2 questions I have for you guys is like, what was going through your guys' head? Like Brady, what was going through your head when Matthew was fighting? And Matthew, what was going on in your head when Brady was fighting? And then after the game, I don't know if you guys saw, but like the big Walt clip is iconic. Him kind of calling it and like knowing his sons and having a proud dad moment at that stage. Like you got to talk about that and like how awesome it was.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually funny because I rewatched it the other day. It's just, I was bored, not playing. I'm like, all right, I got to put something on. But you know what? Like just going into it, I remember I was just standing on the other side of the circle. Matthew's already backed up with part of his glove off. I'm like, oh, like nobody's going to have a better seat than this and more memorable experience than me. Like I'm going to be right on the edge.
You're like holding my hand at the start of it. You're like fucking right there.
Like, I'm like, all right. Like I was like in my head, I wanted to be like, help him out and be like, all right, go right over, go under. Like that's what like I've done in the past. And I'm like, go under, like this is, or like switch. All I could say, because I was so fired up, like just hearing everybody, that I was just like, I just kept saying, yeah, fuck, get him, yeah. And I just said it like 12 times. Like that's all I could think in that moment. And when he did it, and when the fight ended, I felt like I could fight like Conor McGregor in his prime right after. I'm like, you know what? I have so much adrenaline. Like I could go anybody. And like, I was so nervous for his at the start, but then once he got into it and I saw he was doing a great job, I was like, okay, I'm going to run through a wall right now. Like I feel like I can go right through the boards.
Yeah. Mine
is unreal.
I mean, my heart rate, as everybody knows, in a fight, if your heart rate, I wear like a little monitor on my bicep during it. I didn't wear it for that tournament, but like I would say north of 2 easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Oh,
it
yeah.
had to be. I was like popping out of my chest, like just excited. I mean, what are words, Brady? Like just, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what was going on. It was like everything though, like when you're doing it, like your heart's beating out of your chance to start. And then right at the start of it, when you're just looking at somebody,
like the flow.
It's just a blur outside. So that was pretty crazy. And then, I mean, I thought Brady after that, cause I knew he was going to want to do the same thing. I was looking at who we were starting against and they started all Tampa line. And then their D were, I actually don't even remember who the left D was, but the right D was Parayko. Yeah. So that's who I thought you were asking next. And then as I was in the box, I think that's when I saw Benny come over the boards. And I'm like, I mean, before it even started, I'm like giving Benny the slow clap too, because nobody else, like people are probably sat right back down on the bench to not go and take the face off against you. So I actually give him a ton of credit there. And he's a tough son of a gun and a great player. So, and one of my like great buddies playing with. So it was just like a weird, crazy, like insane, I can't believe this is happening moment. And I just knew it was coming like immediately. And I think, did I even sit down or was I already standing on the glass? I don't know. But I just, at that moment, you just, again, I'm in a blur and I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, this is like, what's going on? I can't hear myself think. Like the crowd, like, shut up, crowd. Like, I want to hear this. Like, Brady, go. Like, yeah, whatever. And then one of the funniest clips, I think, is us pretending, like acting like we're 5 years old in the box, being like looking for like closure from the other guy, like how the fights were. You're like, I got him. Like, yeah, you did. And then I'm like, how did I do? You're like, fucking unreal or something.
Unbelievable.
So dumb. It's so ridiculous.
Like, I can't believe that actually happened. Like forgetting that we were mic'd up. Like that's what they catch. But nothing better was that dab up. Like that was a memorable moment.
I had more brothers like reach out to me or either like text, Twitter, like something tagged in or just anything, being like, that is, especially when you have two brothers that are as close as we are, that like play a same sport or just even growing up, like playing football or like just anything, to have a moment where you're on the biggest stage playing with your brother and you have a dab up that you could maybe hear cross country. Like that was loud. I might've been louder than the crowd.
It was special. No, it was perfect.
It's the best. It's the best video on the planet. But Dad's a smart hockey guy. He fucking knew it. He
could read a room with the best.
And
Mom,
like, do you think Mom's been around watching the game for a little bit too?
Her reaction.
She's like, what? Hey, what? No, really?
Like you don't see Matthew backing up to the goal line with his glove off. Like I think anybody can read.
Mom, my gloves are.
Are you watching?
Mom, my gloves are with Teddy on the bench right now. Like I have gloves on right now. You think I'm doing it? Oh, it's so good. But his reaction's priceless. He knew it. And what he say after? He's like, I saw Brady. I saw Brady. No,
then he's like, we're not done yet.
He's like, and then it was like,
he's like, hey, Chantel, we're not done yet.
She's like, what? No, we are.
She's like, what?
Even Taryn, our sister, for those of you out there that don't know it, like, is just like as cool as a cucumber. Like just so chill, and like doesn't get like too high or low with that stuff. I hate that line, but doesn't get too excited, doesn't get too down, whatever. Like she was just jacked up. So incredible. I mean, I hope we'll eventually take on questions. I know we didn't talk about this with Mikey, with you, but I think you're going to be okay with this. Like eventually when we get to a point, we will be taking questions from the audience, the fans, the listeners, everything. So, I mean, we'll cover as much about fucking anything as you guys want. We can dive into anything, but Brady, so we're after that game, we win. We're on like just the craziest high of all time. Do you remember that flight that night and how late we got in and like just how epic that flight was, how excited the guys were. Like that might have been the highlight of the tournament for me.
That was an all-time memory. Just like you said, biggest win I know of my life, but like just beat Canada and they're building that was our clinching, and so we already knew we were playing in the finals. So we already had a final berth. So it's like, all right, like
let's enjoy this one, boys. Like this is the greatest game. Like it was the coolest experience ever.
And then it proceeded to be the biggest snowstorm in Montreal and Boston. So it took us like 3 hours just to even take off. And then remember what time we landed? We didn't land at Logan. We landed the one outside the city, like usually like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah. So for like the people that don't know how it normally works, when you fly into the city, like everybody flies out after games. We're very lucky. Each team has their own charter, like waiting for them. So our team had a charter waiting for us with the staff, like coaches, everybody that's in our little bubble. We get on the plane right after. And before we take off, they're literally like, hey, get comfy. Like we ain't going anywhere for a little bit. That was just terrible. And I think they had to reroute us because of a storm in Boston. We had to land in...
Storm is insane.
Or I don't even think we had to land that far away, but just like we didn't get to the hotel until 7 a.m. But yeah. I don't know who our card table is. Me, you, Noah, Millsy, the other card table. I mean, I can't remember some shit with the turn. I can't remember who scored, but I can remember we're at both card tables. That's how I'm screwed up.
Yeah.
But the other table was like Ikes, KC, like Kyle Connor, Helly. Maybe now
it was Larks.
Yeah, Larks.
Larks was a part of that.
Larks. And then ours was, and somebody was playing music, and we were just having.
Millsy played this music so loud,
but everybody loved it.
Like unbelievable tunes. Like it was like 80s rock, 90s rocks. It was just like all bangers. Like we're listening to like.
I remember it was like
Dream On too.
Like
it was just like
maybe halfway through the flight too, on the way there, like the plane is starting to get your sleepers. So it's like, all right, you should probably turn on the music. I think it went the other way. And I just remember it's like a ghost town in the front. And Millsy just starts dying laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? He goes, Billy just sent me like 5 songs to play. So Bill Garrett, our GM, the big boss, is up there in the front row, like, don't stop the music, play these songs. It was so good. I was like,
that was so
it's funny. One of those weeks, Brady, like those 2 weeks. I mean, you just want to relive that shit. And that's what we're so lucky with Olympics. So, yeah, it's pretty, I mean, pretty incredible.
We got to talk about just the final game too. Like, I mean, I know we've talked about a lot of highs. We got to talk about, the finals. We could just get into the final game about our bus ride, which was maybe like that bus ride in Montreal was sick. But the bus ride to the Garden with all the flags, all the jerseys outside, like on the all the sidewalks, bars packed already. But we got to talk about just everything about that game, the final, the heartbreak, and just take us in from bus ride in. And because you're banged up, I know we're going to get into our injury status after that, but just talk about mindset and your mindset going into that game about, potentially this could be the last one.
So I get injured because of your pass. Thank you. No, I did not because of your pass, but that was the icing on the cake.
You were sore before. Let's actually address it.
Yes, I tweaked it in the Finland game. You icing on the cake it in the first Canada game. Then
I should have shot it.
Took the game off to get it ready. Played in the finals. Felt unreal. End of the first period. That's when it really, really happened. So. Yeah, just driving into the game was the most incredible. The flags around, the bars, everything. Like, we're not used to being the home team in Boston. They hate my team. And just to be on that side was so cool. And I don't, this was one of my least favorite days ever. So I don't want to talk about it that much, but terrible ending. You guys played your absolute asses off. Because I didn't play the last 2 periods. So being there watching, just wishing, kind of not knowing too what the rest of my year was going to look like too was probably the worst feeling, being on the bench too. It's like,
like the uncertainty.
Yeah. Not only like not being able to play and help in this game, but it's like, fuck, like, do I have to get surgery tomorrow? Like what is this is my whole year done? Like, I still want to win a Stanley. I want to win this game more than anything, but I want to win a Stanley Cup more than anything too. So it was just a terrible, 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 like mindset, and not a terrible mindset. Like my mentality in that moment was just like, oh my God. So that's why I was so invested and so emotional and so like in the game, even when I wasn't playing, like just trying to help any way I could, because I genuinely thought that like could have been potentially my last one. So terrible feeling. But like I said, it's you gotta lose before you win, at least in some capacity. Like I look at my team in Florida, like we lost in Vegas. Literally that game 5 in Vegas was the worst night of my life. And then 2 years later, we were lucky to win 2. So,
it's like one shot too. It's like you're an OT, anything can happen.
Yep, but Brady, that's hockey. That's you can't, not a shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not shoulda, coulda, woulda guys. We lost. No, we deal with it.
We deal with it.
We come back stronger. I hate the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I hate the, you get a bounce here.
No, I hear you. Just let you know, just like, hey, just those moments.
Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But I really think that's going to help our team. And
100%. I completely agree.
And I know,
I think we'll be better because of it.
You went to the orientation in the summer and you said guys were just mentally so dialed in there and just want to kind of change the ending and change the outcome for it this time and come out on top. So I love it. I love the mindset going into it. And I'm just so excited. And we will continue to get into more. We'll get into February more because it's going to be the time of our lives.
All right, we'll transition. Of course, you just talked about how you got hurt and just know what you had to do after, but just talk to me how you're feeling now, what you're doing to, recovery wise, what your days look like. And most importantly, just the update of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis to get you back as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, I've been out of the picture for a while. I mean, nobody's really seen me except for the guys at the rink and who I'm rehabbing with and all the stuff I'm doing there, which I've liked. It's allowed me to like keep like a really, really good focus. And I'm just working harder than I've ever worked for any summer training, like anything on ice. Like it's just been a lot of hours and a lot of grinds and right now, but I couldn't be happier with how I feel at the moment. So that's super exciting. It's obviously a month to month. I hate that term, but month to month surgery. And the first month is so brutal, Brady, like so brutal. I mean, I feel bad for Ellie basically like literally having to do everything for like, it was such a terrible month. Like you could
barely. Has that changed? It doesn't really change. Like injury or not, she still does everything for you. So.
Yeah, but I mean, at least I'm like, I'm actually better now. No, I'm better now. Like I'm taking out the trash now. I'm mixing a little laundry. Right?
Wow.
She's not over.
She's just going to be like, lie or.
Yeah. It's downstairs like, shut up, Matthew. No, I'm happy with it. I'm in a really good position. I've got a really, I don't want to say like an important checkup in 1 week, but like it's going to be a really exciting one because I can continue just to go like that. So hopefully not a ton longer. We've always had a date in mind of when I want to come back. And I just think with the other injuries on our team, which is so unfortunate right now, like I really have to make sure that I'm like feeling as good as I can when I come back because we're down some bodies. So probably just going to throw me right in the fire. So I got to be ready, but I'm happy with it. One thing that I want to throw in there that I did this rehab that I've never done before is I did a hyperbaric chamber.
Oh, wow.
It was sick, Brady. Like I liked it a lot. Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't.
What do you do for it?
I didn't love like the sitting in this, like it's a clear, sorry. It's like a see-through, clear, like spaceship sort of thing. Huh. And you're laying on your back, you got the pillow under the knees, and you're just watching a show. And that's where I watched your Cillian Murphy legend, Peaky Blinders. I did that 5 days a week for 4 weeks. And I didn't love the 2 hours I was sitting there. Sometimes I get a little boring. Sick show though. But I seriously think that helped my recovery. Mm-hmm. They explained it to me 1,000 times how it helped my recovery. But I think just like VO2 and conditioning and just your breathing, it helped a ton. So for everybody out there that hasn't tried it, I would definitely try it. Injured or not, I think it should help with just anything. Let's go to you. I know this is our episode 1, but I still talk to you pretty much daily. And you were saying you're back on the ice now. You're shooting yet?
No. Yeah, no. So I'm 4
then
weeks.
Your skating must be like McDavid-esque then right now. If you're skating without pucks, first of all, it's the worst thing ever, but you better be dialed in.
No, it's not the worst thing ever. It's torture. Like it sucks. On Thursday, I'm going to be 4 weeks post surgery. And luckily with this surgery, I was able to skate 6 days after. So I've been going probably 4 times a week the last 3 weeks. And it's been great. I got no stick, no pucks. I did 21 reps of
no
this.
excitement.
No, there's tons of excitement. There's tons of jam.
Maybe on skate 1, but like, I don't know if I'm skating. I don't know. I don't agree with you on that one.
Hey, you know the dog days? I'm in the dog days of being injured right now. It sucks.
So you're probably back in a couple weeks. You'll be dialed in.
Yeah, no, I was able to actually stick handle last night in the shooting room. My first time. Just hands felt good too. Like they felt good. I was happy with them. And then, now I'm just able to, stick handle on the ice now. And I'm really hoping come Friday, I'll be able to skate with the guys as a shadow as I just still work on my hands. I'll probably be able to shoot
a shadow, Brady, like skate around them as they're doing like a 3-on-2, like behind them.
No, 5-man breakouts. Like I'm just trailing.
Oh,
I'm just getting
God.
And then do my conditioning after. Like that's where I'm at right now. 3-on-2, right. I'm just back chucking.
I know. Yeah. For all the people listening that know what a shadow is, that ain't a practice for me. I'm not excited for that. So, it must leave you for some time. You better not be shadowing or whatever that dumb drill you're doing. Shadowing. I still can't believe that. You better not be doing that on Sundays, Brady. I know you might be the most avid fantasy football owner out there. How are your teams? How was this week? Who do you have on your teams? And are you competing? Any punishment opportunities you might have? Or are you competing this year?
You know what? Last year was such a bad year for me. Like this, maybe one of the worst years of fantasy. And I had four leagues. I used the excuse of I was overwhelmed, but really I just had bad teams. This year, my preparation was through the roof. Like as dialed in, like this past Sunday.
Like, did you pay for sites that you got the good pics from? Oh,
and social media. I had Twitter accounts. I was following Instagram accounts, and I was just combining them both just to see trends. It was like I was analytics. I was an analytic guy for fantasy football, and I was disgusted with myself. But I'm an eye test guy. But no, 6 teams. You know what? This week might have accomplished something special. This week, I might be going 6-0. Monday Night Football.
Well, I did.
Steelers is going to make or break one of them.
Sorry to interrupt, but I got to let the listeners know that I'm in, I think out of those 6 leagues, I'm in 3 or 4 with you. No, if I'm in 4, one of them we are on a team.
We share the one.
We share
and
a
that
team.
Team's the biggest wagon of them all.
Wagon. You drafted Achan? Is it Achan?
The Miami running back Achan. I'm H-E-N. He's my dog.
But you took him on all 6 and he went off, so that's why you won.
Yeah. Oh, and then I had Gibbs. I had Gibbs in 2, Josh Allen 4 out of 6. You know what the key is? For people playing fantasy football when they're drafted, is the Brady Tkachuk special. You take the best quarterback of that year, Josh Allen, Lamar, Mahomes, and then you just get the best running backs that you possibly can, and you just gamble on receivers. Teams lights out. That is what I did this year, all 6 leagues. Teams are wagons.
Do you know what I love what we did in our league that we share? And this was thanks to me. But Josh Allen, first round, I love it. It's
reach in a fantasy, but a good one.
Well, but it's in a standard league though, so I think it's not really a reach. Yeah. But this is where the gamble came in. I think it was 3rd or 4th round. We took James Cook. And so we're just gambling on their offense. And somehow we still won this week because of
Bills.
Yeah. So that was a gamble that's actually worked pretty well for us this year.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's especially when you have the best quarterback and he's a threat that just everybody around him's better. But yeah, we've it's been a good year so far, but it ain't over. No, it's sometimes when you think about I just want to get in the playoffs. I want 6 mugs. I want them. I want it to be that memorable.
You're so greedy. It's fucked because you won 1 week. You won 1 week in all 6 weeks. You're greedy.
Brady, win the week. I feel like I got the McGregor walk going. I just get the old shoulder back.
Win the week. Win the week. That's it. all you got to think about. Don't worry about McGregor walks. Just worry about winning the week. And we need that one we're sharing. We need to win it. So,
all right, guys, we have a new segment, Wingman of the Week. Basically, anybody out there who stepped up on the ice, off the ice, but this is just a segment where we just give credit where credit's due. So, Matthew, who's your Wingman of the Week?
Well, before we get into it, like on the ice and off the ice, it could be one of each. It could be one or the other. And we are willing to take in like videos sent in. So I don't know how we want to word it here. This is still our first one, but like tag the pod or send it to the pod or just tag us on any social media. Send us whether you're youth hockey, beer league. I mean, you're doing a little backyard dunk, pool basketball, like anything. Just send it. Send it. You might have a winner. I'm going with Omar Cooper Jr. Indiana wide receiver. What was he, number 3? I think it was third down, Brady, or was it fourth down at the end of the game?
I think it was.
I think it was third down. No, I think it was third down, but it was all out blitz. Threw up a prayer. Right. I mean, kind of a dangerous throw too, like right under the uprights. I always like those throws freak me out. Yeah. But I love college rules, Brady. 1 foot down, just when you think he doesn't have it, he gets that foot down. That, and I'm obviously a big college football guy now, ever since the old game day appearance, but that was probably the greatest catch I think I've ever seen. Timing, everything. Indiana undefeated. I think I might be hopping on the bandwagon now.
That was an unreal catch. Like that was. Would you put that in Odell's catch? Like where do you put those two against each other? What's the better catch?
Probably. See, I'm more of like a timing though. Like if you're in the Super Bowl and you have a sick catch, like the guy in the Giants years back to ruin the Patriots, who we were Patriots fans, like to
the
ruin
helmet catch.
Like that's probably the greatest catch of all time to beat the Patriots' perfect year. But I don't know if Indiana can go undefeated this year. That might be the catch. That's the catch of the year so far.
I mean, I know they're already undefeated. Is that their TSN turning point? You go from
I think that's what they needed to be like. We dodged a bullet here. But Penn State winning in Penn State's tough. But I think they dodged a little bit of a bullet and like they're like, oh baby, and they're just going to take off now. So I think, I mean, they're going to be tough to beat. It's going to be them. I don't know. Ohio State looks pretty damn good too. So, all right, what do you have? Don't tell me you have a hockey guy. Come on, week 1, we got to go off the sheet. This video. Who was your wingman of the week?
This video popped up on my phone and just exactly who I want to be. And I feel like this is just perfect time to just show it. We like to call it the entertainer in ourselves, get flowing and then all of a sudden you just do outrageous things. My wingman of the week, Freddie Freeman, and the video of the worm. What a perfect worm at the perfect time. Just feeling good, living large, and then just do that, get the people going. Like that's just all you want. Like at celebrations like that. It's just, you get just a nice little ovation, applause. Like, you're getting the crowd back into it.
Does he have the greatest life in baseball right now? Maybe Shohei, because he makes like $5 billion. But I don't know. Freddie wins 3 times. He can do the warm. Like that's like a party stopper. Like the whole party, knew it was coming.
Like that's just when Brady, people just give you a round of applause. Like, hey.
And Brady, I'm gonna stick the knife in you right now. But like after you win, like, and that shit happens, it's just, it all is natural and it's just perfect. And
I feel like you can just get away with whatever you want.
Whatever you want. You could not whatever you want, but for him to just he must feel like there's nothing he can do. He's got to feel like the best guy in the world. Like I want that again. I want that again at Olympics, and I want that again winning the Stanley Cup. So I love it. Those are 2 good wingman of the week. Let's give him a little Brady. Let's give him a little tip the cap. Great job, boys.
Don't have a cap, but we'll give a round of applause.
The first, how do you word it? The first career wingman of the week for them, or the first ever?
First, but could be multiple.
The iconic first ever wingman of the week, Freddie Freeman and Omar Cooper Jr. Congrats, boys.
Congrats.
Well, that wraps up the first episode of Wingmen. New episodes drop every Wednesday during the NHL season. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, baby.
Once again, Wingmen is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Follow the show on all social media at Wingmen Pod for fun clips throughout the weeks. Most importantly, thank you to our production crew, and thank you for tuning in.
We have the best production crew in the world, baby.